Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Atom, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check some backend data here with liquidation, just kind of verify where we're at with things. This is a request from one of my community members, Goshi. Thank you so much for the request. Future reference too, we are shorting the heck out of the market right now. Rune 21% for a short in 24 hours. Near Protocol 24% in 16 hours. Bitcoin AVAX, we got 4 shorts open that all took profit in the last 48 hours. Okay, so I'm not saying we're just going to short this coin blindly, but generally speaking, that's the overall movement in the market for the moment. Okay. Now, when we take a look at liquidation here, we can double check a couple things for Atom. Let's quickly understand kind of where we're at here first. So we got some liquidation levels at about round number $13, just above the price action. Some liquidation had just recently occurred about $12.85, and if we see, we got a lot of longs at 12 down as low as $11. So longs are kind of heavy at the $11 to $12 range, which is this here all the way up to about this. So that's roughly where the longs are, and then of course shorts are just above the most recent high. Now keep in mind, anytime you see the price retesting its most recent high, solid chance it's going to come back up and cup and handle out and take off. Okay, we could even be seeing this little bull flag type of situation occurring. It's still premature, of course, to speculate, but we want to look at a few of those things here in a minute. So let's first of all start with moving averages and confirm we're above all 4. This is a good sign. This is a good starting point. 0.618 fib level 2, we're also kind of hanging out in that golden pocket. That's oftentimes a great sign as well. Keep in mind it can be working as a resistance level, but generally speaking it's considered to be an area of accumulation. Price action generally likes to accumulate there, and we can obviously see that here with volume being right there smack dab in the middle of the current price. So those are all positive contributing factors. We take a look at RSI up over 50, stochastic swinging up, MACD converging. These are all very positive contributing factors on the daily. So truth is the daily time frame looks pretty solid. I see nothing here that's disadvantageous at all. I think we're looking pretty good to consider, or more so leaning towards the price going up than down is a better way to describe it. We take a quick look here, of course, at the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame. We're above all 4. That's fantastic. Holding pretty strong there. They're all accumulating right there to begin 0.618. Rough estimate of 1237 as a strong area of support. Okay, I'm going to put that on the chart here just because, again, not only is it a fib level, it was the most recent high here. This somewhat reaffirming itself potentially as a new low. Now, again, you could argue that it's just up and down within that price action, but it's performing quite well considering the overall sense, right? We're also establishing higher highs and higher lows. That's fantastic. RSI is over 50 still. I don't love it when it's close to 50, but again, everything else in the macro looks pretty solid. This pullback makes sense. We can see stochastic retracing as well. And of course, MACD is diverging here. Now, generally, a divergence on the MACD isn't a great sign. But if you look at all the divergences it's had here recently, it had one here, of course, that was roughly there at about 5 o'clock. And you can see the price action pulled back a little further from there. Okay, but again, it recovered nicely. Just because you see a divergence in the MACD does not imply the price is just going to drop or continue in that same direction. Okay, so please understand that. Other than that, of course, at this point with Atom, we can also identify that we're ascending positively with this trend line here. So we're moving concurrent with the trend. We're above all moving averages. Everything minus the MACD is looking pretty solid here. And again, the MACD makes sense that it's doing so because we pulled back fairly aggressive in the last couple of hours, or the last 12 hours to be specific. So if we take a look at the hourly, we can confirm Ichimoku Cloud is looking very strong here. Absolutely looking nice. We're above the Ichimoku Cloud. We can see the conversion lines above the baseline. Lagging span is within the price action. I don't love this. It doesn't necessarily mean that we need to close our position, but it does imply that you should take profit if you're in a long. But once more, that can be taken with a grain of salt because everything else is contributing here with us. So in the overall sense right now, Atom is looking pretty good. I would just recommend up with the brakes a little bit. Make sure you don't FOMO in, but again, we're consolidating above some nice key level supports. We're above the cloud in general for the last 48 hours, and even though the lagging span is not free and clear, it certainly looks like it wants to continue higher here. Because again, I like this new trend here. We're establishing higher highs higher lows, and technically parallel highs. So this is something we want to kind of pay attention to here. This is a level that could very well work out as a resistance level for us. But again, if you see this, and let's talk about this just really quick and round this out here. You typically, for cup and handle patterns, you see the price action retest the most recent high, right? So we can kind of see this here, cup, and it's looking pretty obvious, okay? Now, generally, the handle will be one of these scenarios where the price action is essentially performing a bull flag type of pattern. The invalidation would be a closure below 1235, but if this confirms itself, we hypothetically should continue to make higher highs and higher lows from here, and the price should continue upwards. That's what a breakout should look like. Is it a guarantee? No, but hypothetically, if you do wait for the price action to break above this descending trend, then you should be in pretty good shape. Now again, I'm kind of reaching here a little bit, and that's where trend lines and patterns can be a little deceiving. You can kind of create a reality for yourself if you're looking for it, right? So be careful doing that. The reason why this is okay to consider is A, the ascending trend line is we're running concurrent with the ascending trend. All moving averages are below the price action on larger time frames, and minus some active divergence in the 4 hour, we have every reason to consider this price action is going up before it goes down. So hypothetically, we should get a perfect bounce off this level here at about 1235, and the price should continue higher from here. Okay, so again, we'll see, of course, what happens, but this is looking pretty strong as a decent likelihood of further continuation. Just keep in mind, Bitcoin is kind of going sideways. If Bitcoin does pull back, we'll probably see a dramatic pullback from this coin here. It may come below that trend line, but it's okay if it does. As long as we can close today, I'd say about 1235 or higher, we're going to be probably in pretty good shape. So Atom is looking pretty strong. I would say I highly recommend a long versus a short if you're going to consider doing one or the other. Obviously, go with the current, right? The current is up, and we want to make sure that we respect that and go with it. Never go against the grain, folks. In trading, it's not really a good look. It generally doesn't work out favorably. Either way, thanks so much for watching. I hope this made sense. I described this correctly. Please hit the like button before we just continue watching, and make sure you join up with Bitunix, Phenomenal Exchange. Highly recommended them to my community for quite a few months now, and they've been awesome to us. Excellent rewards. Use my link to register, and no KYC or VPN. That's the main reason why we use them. Furthermore, too, make sure you check out our trade signals through cryptocash.tech, link down below. You can join our trading community here. We have a lot of fun, and it's a really cool place. So love working with y'all. Thanks again so much for everything. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care.